You know, you can't stop and say you can't do it. You just gotta try it. Just do it.
Going into the whole thing, my first thing was, do I really want to go against Charles? Because when it comes down to a race car, the guy can pump it out quick. Make it look like the biggest flying turd there is, but it'll win. For us, not really out to try to like beat him. We want ours to look really cool, make some power, and still be competitive. To me, it's the all around rather than just the one thing, regardless of the fact that we're going up against Charles.
Each set of tuners will have 36 hours to turn their respective cars into competitive dragsters. Gary, Lanny, and Jensen will tune Layla's car first.
The shop that we're working at is huge, very clean, and very organized. I am so thankful to be here.
Going into this whole thing, we were kind of under the assumption that we were going to swap the motor out. But the whole key was to make a street car that's fast on the street.
Deposits or deposits in transit, and 3 if the bank made a mistake on an account, and that's something we'll have to look at as well. So let's deal with 1 and 2. The bank rarely makes mistakes. It's more often the accountant of the company that makes a mistake, but let's think about 1 and 2. Outstanding checks, we said, were checks that we've recorded that the bank has missed. Now, for my American friends, one of the wacky Canadian things is I spell checks C-H-E-Q-U-E-S. Of course, you'll spell checks C-H-E-C-K-S. We're looking for, though, checks that I've recorded that the bank has not. So let's go back to our question. I went the wrong way there. Going back to our question. We go down our list of checks, and there they all are in order, of course, and they should be sequentially ordered. There shouldn't be anything missing there. Looks good. I'm going to look for any checks that I've recorded that the bank has missed. So let's start with check 62, $832, and I see it right away on the bank statement. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try something a little tricky. I'm going to give a red check mark on everyone to make sure they're matching. I'm also going to zoom out a bit here, and so this might be a good time to have the question handy because it might be hard to see. I don't know. So check 832, check. My check mark was way too big. Check 832, check. 1254, and I see a 1254 down there, and that's yes. Check 63, a little bit of a smaller check mark. A little bit of a smaller check mark there too. Check 64, now there's an asterisk and it says 839, and I see check 64 down here, 2 asterisks, it says 983. There's obviously something going on there. And let's go down to the asterisks, and actually there it is, the 2 asterisk one. It says check 64, a payment